right now you're around, I'm guessing probably 275,
Yeah,
280.
at least after that meal.
So he's a monster of a human, and he can eat like, well, he's a champion. He's a champion. If you didn't succeed, will you still be happy with your attempt? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, as we start this out and we get these guys going, we just got done with a crazy chest workout, which I absolutely loved. 6 sets of 6, 2 secondary exercises, 5 of 10, 5 of 10, rocked and rolled.
A lot of volume, the way I like it.
Let the people know what you did this morning.
So, boys and girls watching at home, today is National Pistachio Day. So, if you're watching this, you'll grab you a pack of pistachios and get cracking, baby. That was the name of the competition today. The World Championship. I competed in the World Championship today on Santa Monica Pier, and I ended up finishing 5th in the world.
Who did you beat today? Can you give us
the GOAT? The GOAT, baby, the greatest of all time, Joey Chestnut, was on the stage. And, you know, I wish I did a little bit better, because the higher you place, the more money you get. You know what I'm saying? But you always got to find a positive and walk away with it. And the
positive was what?
I beat the GOAT. So
that's pretty awesome.
Not many people can say that they beat Michael Jordan or, you know, any of the GOATs in their respective sport. So,
question on that. I have a silly question on that.
Yeah,
because I saw it the other day. I put up the I don't know what I was just, it's some kind of lifting thing. I don't know, giving some point of views on something, and somebody wrote, and I thought it was so interesting, and I want to know your point of view on this before I give you mine. The person said, you had your whole life, and this is what you chose to do with it. How pathetic. So I would like to know if somebody said that to you.
Yeah.
And obviously, I have my point of view on that.
Yeah.
But what was you like if somebody goes, "What, you're doing this eating thing and you make money, and then you're doing the acting stuff, you're doing that, and then the football, and you're doing that, and then you're traveling the world doing these competition for your body, all this kind of stuff," and somebody goes, "Wow, that's what you're choosing." What would your response be?
Well, I would say that's what I'm passionate about, and just so happens to be that's what I'm good at. So, you know, I would feel bad, you know, for everybody that is invested in me, all the people that surrounded me. If I had these talents and I didn't exhaust those talents before I died, you know, regardless of how ridiculous they are, you know, find your passion, find your talent, and give it all you got, you know. It just so happens that, you know, eating hot dogs on 4th of July is the Super Bowl of my sport. So I want to go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the top. So
you said, I'm just curious on where the importance is. You just said all these people around you that support you on this, you felt like you would let them down if you didn't do as well as you're doing. Is that kind of?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a driving force, you know, knowing that people support you and you want to give it your all. You know, I've got some food sponsors, you know, that ties in with all my competitive eating. You know, they're fueling me up. You know, any type of bodybuilding sponsors. But more importantly is find what you're passionate about and give it 100% of what you got.
If you didn't succeed, will you still be happy with your attempt?
If I know I've got more left in the tank and I didn't lay it all out.
No, you laid it all out. You did all your best you could.
Oh, yeah.
You did everything you could. You didn't beat Chestnut today. You didn't turn pro in classic bodybuilding. You didn't create a name. Mm-hmm. Would you still be in your soul like, cool, I tried my passion, I tried my love?
Knowing that I gave it my all, I would be content with, hey, I did the very best I could do. Now let's find something else. Start working on it. You know,
okay. because I thought it was funny that the guy said that to me.
Yeah.
For a couple reasons. One is,
for one, it's the worst comment of all time.
It made it was zero comprehension for me to understand that statement, because it's one of those things like I knew at 9 what I wanted to do, and 50 years later, I'm doing what I dreamed of as a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And then I saw a post this morning that just was amazing. It said, an older woman said to a young woman, and he said, did you know what you wanted when you were a kid? She goes, no, I didn't. I had no idea. I still don't know what it is I want to do. And the lady said, isn't that great? The world, you could just do whatever you want to do still, whatever you choose to do. Mm-hmm. And she goes, well, no, it's kind of scary. And he goes, but it's okay. You can fail. It doesn't matter, because you don't have any passion to do anything. So it doesn't matter that you fail. You're just a human out there doing nothing. And I was like, wow, I didn't see that coming. It's just like, it doesn't matter what you do. You never chose something. You never had passion enough to try to create something. And I know that sounded harsh. And when I watched it, I go, that was awesome. Because of the fact, if you can create or live some kind of passion for yourself, if you make it or don't make it, it's like the great artists of the 14, 1500, 1600, 17, whatever it is, those guys were all broke, and they loved what they did, and we still talk about them to today's world. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of cool. And so that guy's comprehension of, first of all, I've made a pretty good living. I had a good life. And I've motivated people without screaming and yelling, saying, hey, get up and go. I just motivate them for me doing what I love. And so I changed other humans' lives by what I do. And for someone to sit there and go, that's what you chose? It doesn't matter what you choose. As long as you love it, you're chasing it.
You know, the goal is to leave the world a better place, you know, once you leave it. And I think, you know, you pouring your knowledge and your information out for decades, you know, how is that not helping somebody? And how are you not fulfilling your purpose here on earth, you know, helping others?
So I hope you guys at home today on a Sunday realize whatever that goal is, it doesn't matter to anybody else. Do what you want to do. Try to be the very best you can at it. But if you don't succeed, and this is what we talked about also, keep chasing it. Because you were talking about auditions. And the world doesn't know. The health and fitness or athletics was easy for me. Mm-hmm. Or that wasn't easy. I don't want to say it was easy for me, but I won. I won from the start and still doing it. Mm-hmm. Acting was harder, and I got a lot of no's. And now I just posted today that one of my movies is already being talked about in such a huge light. But then I got other movies and other TV shows coming out. But it took me 33 years. And people thought, hey, that's cool. You started acting. Dude, I started 33. Over 3 decades ago I started. I've just been said no to for a long time.
And think of all this interacting, talking to cameras. It's helped you. It's prepared. It's prepared you.
Did we stop?
No.
I could have stopped 30 years ago. After 3 years of being said, here's your spot. This is what you're going to play the meathead. You're going to get gladiators because you're athletic. You're going to get Battle Dome because you're, again, athletic and you look good. But these big roles you're not going to get. You're not going to get that. No. You're this guy. And so I think it's cool.
We don't like being told no. You know what I'm saying? That's just more fuel to the fire.
We don't stop.
I don't like, I don't like somebody second guessing me and thinking that I can't do something that I know up here that I can do. Because I know what kind of work needs to be, put in place for that to come to fruition.
It's just
perseverance.
Guys, not everything's going to come easy. And there's going to be a lot of no's, and it's going to be years. And so for you guys in health and fitness, if you guys are just looking for health and fitness knowledge today, the health and fitness knowledge is, it's going to take time.
Well, put it this way, Mike. I started working out when I was 12, and it took me, lifting for 22 years before I turned pro. Lifted for 10 before I competed for 14 years, and finally turned pro. And it's, I wouldn't say the whole time I thought I could do it, but you know what? I can work for it, and ain't nothing gonna stop that. So years of consistent, actions, both outside the gym and at the house, putting the work in.
Why didn't you stop?
Well,
why did you stop after 10 years? You're 22. You were already doing it since you were prepubescent, and you still hadn't made it.
Yeah. I love it.
And you kept going.
I love it. You gotta love it.
Gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. And this is not an echo, because I was saying this 30 years ago in the magazines. It can't be motivation that gets you moving. It has to be the passion and love for this stuff.
If there was no social media, if there's nothing like that, when I started
back in my day,
and even when I started, there wasn't social media. That was pre-MySpace days, and the old garage sessions with a buddy and getting fired up and challenging each other. We weren't doing it. We weren't setting up tripods. We wasn't doing anything like that.
Well, not that tripod.
Yeah.
That being said, I hope you guys are listening to him and what he says. Again, he was already training for 22 before he got that pro card, which was the goal. And again, he's still doing it. And today he took 5th, and he's still going to keep doing this stuff. And then he came over here and he downed a pizza and these muffins that Mona got that are 1,500 calories each.
Yeah. I had 2 or 3 of them at least.
Yes,
we filmed it, guys. Subscribe to Mike's YouTube channel.
You guys see this. Already. For you guys that know me, I out-ate him tonight. Just so you guys, and then just comment below if you think that's true.
We can measure bellies and figure that one out.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we got any good questions here. But I just want to jump on the idea that he's chasing the auditions. He's getting said no to, just like I did, and he's getting said yes to. And it's got to be the drive within yourself to be able to handle that.
Favorite exercise today for me was using the Titan bar and some incline presses.
Where is that?
It felt great. Reed said that. It's showing.
Oh, right down there. I gotcha. You like the Titan bar.
Yeah.
Explain that to them, because I don't think, if anybody hasn't seen the Titan bar, it's a straight bar that has handles on it that you have to control to move and rotate.
Yeah, so I've had some shoulder injuries in the past, and you rarely see me locked in on a bar. Sometimes I'll get on the Smith machine. That way I can push it where I want it. But today, having the Titan bar and being able to stretch and get out here and open my shoulders up, and then come in and squeeze. It was a whole different range of motion game for me, and it was tension throughout every single slide an inch of that bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What did one of your friends say? Didn't they send you a picture and stuff?
Yeah. A video of you doing 405 with the bar, just raping it out, and they're like, "Sheesh."
Well, describe this friend to me. Describe the friend to me. What does he look like? What was his
fitness industry guy, young, for one, can't move that type of weight, on a regular bar.
So basically incline benching on the Titan bar when he squats more than when he squats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
That one's always a funny one to me, because I was never that guy. But I'm also, my background is grappling. And so I'm a head grinder. Yeah. I don't mind getting into nastiness. I never had that afraid of something mentality. So I love the Titan bar. I'm glad that you did it today. And you could articulate it better than I could on what it was doing for him. Secondary exercises?
Yeah, we did some cable crossovers, and we also did, what else we do?
The incline dumbbells, kind of.
Yeah, cables. The incline flies. I love anything to incline. It's definitely brought my chest up more than anything else. Doing the flies with the cables is going to provide that constant tension all the way through the top. That's why I prefer that instead of dumbbells. Because a lot of people when they get up here, they're resting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, chest
And then
drops.
you know, as soon as you tell them to lead with that thumb meat and bring it in there, it's harder.
thumb meat.
Yeah, bring it in there.
Thumb meat. Right now you're around, I'm guessing probably 275, 280.
At least after that meal.
So he's a monster of a human, and he can eat he's a champion. He's a champion eater. And so I did talk about that we are going to touch base with Pink Box Donuts and Bagel Mania about doing the 25,000 calorie challenge here.